Okay, so we have a mathematics question that says study the rectangle given. This shape here is a rectangle. So find the equation of AB. So the equation of AB, okay? Now you must understand that this equation you are seeing, it was the answer from the previous one. In simple terms, this equation is the equation for AD. So this one is the equation for AD. We solved it already. Now, this one, we need to use it to solve, to find the gradient for this one. Why so? Because we need to know that this line AD and the line AB, they are perpendicular. When I say perpendicular, simply means that here they form what? 90. Now, how do we know that there is 90? It is because of the property of the rectangle. Here there is 90, even there is 90. That's the actual meaning. So now, we need to find the gradient for this one using this equation. So we simply, from the same, you just divide with the 5, even there with the 5, even there with the 5. This 5 which is here, you divide it here, even there, you cancel out. So now it is y equal to 3 over x, 3 over 5x plus 19 over 5. Now remember to say the gradient is the coefficient of x. So meaning that gradient is equal to 3 over 5. So 3 over 5 is a gradient there. Now what is the next step now? Now this gradient is for AD. Now we need to find the gradient for AB. Now remember, line AD and AB are perpendicular, meaning that the gradient for AD and AB is equal to 1. Meaning gradient 1 times gradient 2 it is equal to negative 1. So gradient 1, we can think of it to be this one, which is what? This one here. You have seen? Yes. So 3 over 5. So here we can put 3 over 5 and then times m2 equal to negative 1. So now we're going to say 3 times m2, it is 3 m2 over 5 equal to negative 1. Once we cross multiply, it is 3m2 times 1, which is 3m2 equal to 5 times negative, it is negative 5. You divide with 3, even there with 3, you cancel out. So m2, it is equal to negative 5 over 3. You have seen? Now, this gradient, it is for this line here. This one was for this line there. Now, the next step is this. You continue, because the question wants us to find out the equation. So the equation of a single point, we use this one. Y equal to mx plus c. You have seen? Yes. Now, where there is y, we pick 2. Here you put 2. Gradient we solved for this line, it is this one. Negative 5 over 3. Now, where there is x, you put negative 3x plus c. The reason why we're using this one, because we want to find the c. What is the c? It is y-intercept. So now we can cancel, we cancel. So I'm remaining with the 2 equal to 5 plus c. Now c, it will be equal to 2 minus 5, which is what? So once you solve this one, you're going to get what? You're going to get c equal to negative 3. Now this one, it is for the y-intercept. Our interest is to find what? The equation. So the next step, which is the last one, you get the same equation, this one. You simply say now, which is the final answer, you say y is equal to, where there is the m, you put the gradient for the one we solved, which is negative. So negative 5 over 3 x, you put x. Now there is c. What was the c? Negative 3. So you put negative 3. So this here was the answer.